memory clock itself as opposed to the GPU core clock. So we're going to be seeing the GTX 1080 being sold with 11 gigabytes per second clock speeds on the memory clock, and the GTX 1060 up to 9. So very interesting. More details soon to come. Of course, you guys should stay tuned and subscribe to my channel for more tech stuff and my full review of the 1080 Ti when it finally launches very soon. I don't have the launch date either, but you probably do because you've probably already watched the stream.
You should put it in your video description.
I'll put it in my video description. Thank you, Paul, and thank you, Paul, for holding the camera. Thank you to Jay for letting me borrow the camera because mine died in the middle of filming the first time, and I'm rambling now. So have a good one, guys. I'll see you in the next one.
Hold your tongue, or I'll tear it out.
Are you kidding me? Okay, GTX 1080 installed, but can it run Minesweeper? Yep, and runs real games fine too. You have no idea how fast this thing is, but you will soon.
Hello everyone, I'm Dmitry with HeroConnects. Welcome to another video. The wait is over for the GTX 1080. Here's our full review. I promise you, you won't be disappointed. And if you want to check out our unboxing video, it will be linked in the description below, along with our GTX 1080 explained to give you some reference and context as to what this card is all about. Plus, our full written review is linked in the description below. Ton more information there. Make sure to check it out. The Z9 Neo by Zalman brings all the right features on a budget, with a large windowed side panel, 5 included fans, and an excellent interior layout with super simple cable management. Get it now? Link in the description below. So let's begin with specifications. On paper, the new card is seeing a decrease in CUDA cores, texture units, and ROPs compared to the 980 Ti, but have no fear, the Pascal architecture with TSMC's 16nm FinFET process and much improved 8GB of GDDR5X memory all play in harmony to deliver a freakishly fast card with a TDP of 180 watts, so almost doubling the performance of a GTX 980 while only increasing power consumption by 10%. The clock speeds here are quite high, and Nvidia hints that Most GTX 1080s will pass the 2 GHz mark when overclocked, giving us an efficient GP104 core, and we think it will only be a matter of time until we see Pascal architecture GP104s or some derivative of that in the notebook space, considering the GTX 980's implementation for gaming notebooks. The only thing that's still unknown to us is full specifications of the GTX 1070. Everybody's super excited about that. It will most likely be like a cut down version of GTX 1080, but it will still somewhat compete with the Titan X or the higher end Maxwell cards. So next is pricing, which has been a topic of confusion since we have MSRP of $599 and then we have the Founders Edition at $699, which Nvidia is treating as the premium card since it features an exclusive power distribution system, improving efficiency between the power supply and the core. Now many are wondering how and when we'll be able to buy the $599 cheaper GTX 1080 and come launch May 27th. The truth is, you may not have a choice. As custom board partners roll out with their custom studios, perhaps expect overclock ability somewhere built into the card. That may be a higher price premium than the $699 price point. So it will be interesting to see what type of compromises are we to expect for the cheaper GTX 1080 at $599, and until we see a $599 GTX 1080, we will treat this card as a $699 card because that's exactly what it is. But moving on from the price point, the redesign in most eyes is seen as a positive move, as the reference shroud hasn't seen anything new since 700 series. I personally love the angular variation of the shroud. It's still a fairly short part at 10.5 inches in length, so case compatibility is standard even for small form factor PCs. We have a backplate with this linear engravings, which looks awesome, and a pretty discreet model number sticker, which is so appreciated because it isn't slapped in the middle of the backplate to ruin the aesthetic. It's almost hidden. But in the age of RGB lighting, why isn't the illuminated text RGB? This would have been a pretty sweet touch from NVIDIA. Now, it only requires a single 8-pin for power, which is one of the many wow factors that we saw during launch, and perhaps we'll see this expanded with custom board partners for marketing that extra overclock. The I/O consists of 3 DisplayPort 1.4, HDMI 2.0B, and dual-link DVI with 4K HDMI supported. We still have 2 SLI fingers, and users will be able to run 2-way SLI configuration with Pascal cards, as adding more cards will not result in scaling improvements, and actually Nvidia is shifting focus away from 3 and 4-way SLI on these Pascal cards. And more on the SLI conversation, what Nvidia is doing with Pascal, a deeper dive into the Pascal architecture with its asynchronous compute DX12 and many other features. Make sure to check out our article down in the description below. So much information there, awesome stuff. But now, let's get to it. So first come 2560 by 1440 gaming results, and our speculations initially were totally on point with this giant leap in performance compared to the high-end Max.
Done.
Alright guys, I just finished watching the Nvidia press conference at GDC 2017 where we finally got the big announcement that we've been waiting for GTX 1080 Ti, and it's going to be coming very soon. They have said that the GPUs are going to start shipping sometime next week. I don't have an exact date yet, but I'll update you guys on that probably in TPW or another video whenever we do get that information in the near future, but it should be coming sometime next week, and I'm definitely planning to pick up at least one of these cards. So the other information that we know right now is that it's going to be launching for $699, which is much lower than what some of the earlier leaks had suggested, and I know a lot of people were speculating about it. And we also got the price drop on the GTX 1080 down to $499, something that I had said multiple times on TGW is that I think we're going to see a price drop on 1080, and then we'll see 1080 Ti come out at a bit more than what the GTX 1080 was selling for. And the reason I thought that is because that's what's happened in every single launch over the past few years, ever since they started doing these high-end TI cards and Titans and all that stuff. It's pretty much what NVIDIA does, so it's just kind of business as usual here with the rolling out of the GTX 1080 Ti, but we did get some other unexpected information, like it's going to have 11 gigabytes of Micron's GDDR5X, not 10 gigabytes, not 12 gigabytes, but 11 gigabytes. So a really, really odd number, which they're saying that 11 gigabytes is the frame buffer that we're going to need for the future to push things like 5K gaming. Dude, we could barely push 4K gaming right now, so let's just hold off on the 5K gaming for right now. I'm perfectly happy with 11 gigabytes of DDR5X, though I don't even really use my 8 gigabytes on my GTX 1080 now, but I'll be really happy to have the extra raw performance, because they're promising this thing is going to be 35% faster than a GTX 1080. Now, this could just be NVIDIA's marketing, and maybe that's like down to like some one synthetic benchmark that they ran in a back room somewhere. But they're saying it's 35% faster than the GTX 1080, and also faster than the Titan X. They didn't give a percentage on how much it's faster than the Titan X, but they're saying it is faster than the GTX Titan X. Pascal edition, that is. So it is coming out of the box with a boost of 1.6 gigahertz, which is higher than Titan X Pascal. That's only 1.53 gigahertz. And it's also going to have the same exact amount of CUDA cores, 3,584, as Titan X Pascal with a 352-bit memory bus. And they also do have 8 fewer ROPs than Titan X. So this really isn't a massively cut down like Titan X, like we've seen in the past, where they'll shave off like CUDA cores and things. It's got the same amount of CUDA cores. It's got a slightly smaller memory bus, like I said, and a few less ROPs than the Titan X Pascal, but they're promising at the end of all of this that we're going to be seeing 35% faster performance than GTX 1080, which is absolutely amazing, and even faster than Titan X Pascal. So if they can live up to all of that hype that they just threw down during that press conference at GDC with Jensen and his big old tight leather jacket, like members only leather jacket from 1987, I don't know, maybe he could go shop at a Wilson's Leather or something and get a little bit more fashionable for 2017. That's just my opinion. I don't think he even owns a motorcycle, nor do I think he's a member of anything, so I don't know why he's got that jacket all the time. Just, I don't know, are you riding in the wind on a crotch rocket, like Jensen style? That's what I imagine in my head, but I digress. Also during this, they also showed a play demo on the Founders Edition card, which was running at 2 gigahertz and only running at 66 degrees Celsius. They said out of the box on the Founders Edition graphics card. They said that they were able to do this because they did make some modifications to the cooling. They said that they improved the cooler by having twice the surface area, as well as improving the power delivery system with a 7-phase power switching power supply. So that's a hell of a mouthful. But basically what it boils down to is they're saying they've made some advances on the Founders Edition cooler. So once again, we'll just have to wait and see. Hopefully not too much longer, as these cards are meant to be coming out next week. Don't know what type of availability we'll expect to see on them, but once I know an exact day, you can bet your ass that I'll be planning a trip up to Micro Center to line up at 5 o'clock in the morning, just like I did back at the GTX 1080 launch, as long as it's not on Friday, because I'll be in Boston for PAX East. So I don't know, maybe I'll have to forego showing up to PAX a little early one of those days and pick up a GTX 1080 Ti up near Boston. I don't know. Either way, I'm getting a 1080 Ti. Yeah, what am I talking about? I don't care if I'm in Boston. I don't care if I'm in Japan. I'm going to get a 1080 Ti. That's happening. You could believe that. So that we could do some real deal benchmarks, cut through all the bullshit of the 35% faster, if it is bullshit. It might be true. It might be true. I'll be happy if it's true. I want it to be true. Please let it be true. But yeah, this coming out like this, it's $699 right on the heels of Ryzen, and we also got Vega news earlier today, so I think NVIDIA is scared right now of AMD. I think they're expecting Vega to come out huge with like 8 gigabytes of HBM2 and just whooping that ass on Jensen. So I think they're like getting ready for it, and they're just like, oh yeah, we need to go ahead and push this out now. Let's price drop the 1080. Let's get the 1080 Ti out the door as fast as possible for the best price that we could possibly sell it for. So a bunch of these enthusiasts will go out and buy these cards, and then they won't need to sit there and wait for Vega anymore because they'll have already bought a 1080 Ti. So why do you need to buy a Vega card if you already bought a 1080 Ti? That's my opinion on what NVIDIA's marketing strategy is. You can let me know down in the comments below what you guys think about it, but either way, at the end of the day, really awesome to see a new graphics card coming to the market. Can't wait to get my hands on it, and I'll be bringing you guys mucho performance as soon as I get that fucker in my hands Sorry, I cursed there. I don't know why. It's late, man. It's like midnight. I've been benchmarking Ryzen CPUs all day. I need to go to bed right now. I need to go to bed right now. So, catch you next time. I'm angry. I'm tired now. Now I gotta edit this. I can't go to bed.